Is really all about snow showers tonight and again for tomorrow. So big thing with that. It's all about affecting the morning commute. It's not going to be a big issue for the entirety of the day. It will continue to fall for a good chunk of the day. It's just your issues are going to really be focused on the morning. Now, is this a giant system? No. Are either of these big systems? No. They're regular, clipping systems that we get every winter, but it does make things slippery. For tomorrow morning, our temps are going to be in the teens, which means that fluffy kind of snow, so it's a very icy type. We've got the 20s in the afternoon, so we start to kind of solidify it a bit, but we do cool down again tomorrow night, which sets us right back. So 20s right here in Washington and Wayne counties. Livingston, Oakland, Macomb County still holding on to that mid-20s mark, trying to get a little warmer. Macomb County making it to the 27 mark. Well, right along the water, now we're starting to get into a cooling down the lakes trend, getting a little more on average with everybody, so the warmest air is not all the way along the water now. Here's the timeline for this. Bottom line, 2 systems. One for tonight starts around 2 a.m. You can see it right here. Moves in. It's going heaviest right on top of the morning commute. Remember, heaviest out of a couple of inches. I'll show you that. But it's falling at a good rate on top of the morning commute. Now that moves out. We're left with a lull in activity through the afternoon. Snow comes back into Friday morning, and it pulls air off of the lake. You see how it suddenly gets intense towards Saginaw, up toward parts of Sanilac County as well, along the water. That's where you're starting to pull a bit more of that. Instead of being just down to the south, it's up to the north this time to balance out our accumulation amounts. So what we're looking at for totals, I'm going to split this in 2, okay? So bear with me here. We should pick up a good 2 to 4, but on average 1 to 3 to 2 to 4 mark for tonight's system. So during the morning commute tomorrow, we'll probably have about 2 inches of snow on the ground by then. We'll pick up the last bit through about noon tomorrow. These are the numbers for Thursday. Now, let's add the numbers for Friday on top of that. Friday should give us another 2 to 4 inches of snow, which puts us at these final numbers. I know it says 5 to 8. Please don't think about the 8, right? These are the ranges we give you. It's, admittedly, it's butt covering is what it is, just in case all of a sudden you get slammed with a big lake effect squall. This is where we're going to be at, aiming right around 5 to 6, right around 5 to 6, a good 3 to 5 for everybody else when you add all of these together. This is the total for 2 days. I want to stress that. This is Thursday and Friday together. Now, it's going to be slippery. Heaviest for both is falling on the morning commute. But we do improve, and we get into the weekend. Saturday's chilly. The Lions on Sunday. As you're tailgating, it's cold. It's cold again as you leave the game. After sunset, of course, on Sunday. But then we go into the next week. We run upper 30s and then back toward 40. The heat is on at that point. And while we've got a lot of extended range stuff that's trying to go all over the place, we've got 40 on there for Wednesday. But that's me going very conservative with the numbers. There's a lot of suggestion we could actually go warmer. So like if we're going to adjust next week, I don't see it going backward. I actually see the adjustment going up a little bit.
Okay, so we're talking 70s, 80s.
Nice. Not that far.
That's like getting carried away.
Come on.
If we can make it to 50 by Friday next week, that would be a pretty good treat.
The heat is on. Yeah. Music to our ears.
Let's go.
Love that. All right.
Friday's going to feel tropical.